Hi again, everybody. Well, this probably looks pretty ridiculous to serious live steamers, but those of you that are at my stage, hopefully it makes some good sense what I've got done here today. I have the super scale economy injector still mocked up, and it's the same place I had it last time. I showed you the rough bent line, the old car brake line that I had, to give me a general idea about where I could run the line and bend the hole, put the hole and so forth. Still may play with that a little bit, but I left that in place and I wanted to focus in on the supply line, the steam supply line to the top of the injector, which is right here. And this is the silly looking part. I use some of these. They call them fuzzies now. In the olden days, they were pipe cleaners. Now, nobody smokes a pipe anymore, so they're fuzzies. And they use them for art projects, but they're handy for mocking up layouts and so forth. So I've got this line here. I'm thinking either a bend or an elbow here, then go straight up. I have to drill a hole in the running board and go straight up, and that here we go, sorry. This white wire I've got taped to some 5/16 elbows that come out of the quick start valve. So that's the idea, and that would show how the line would be clear. Remember, the cab would be on here. Let me show you something else I did. I put the cab on and in place, and I used some tape here to mark where the two lines go underneath for the Johnson bar. I also used my scribe here. I scribed the inside of the cab on both. I don't know how clearly that'll show up. There we go. So I scribed where the inside of the cab is so that I know where I need to put my holes up here forward, and they won't interfere with the cab. And they also won't interfere with the action of the Johnson bar. So I can move the Johnson bar all the way forward, and as long as I keep these lines that far forward, they'll still be clear by a couple of inches. So anyway, that's the general idea. And the other fuzzies here, this is the whistle valve I have coming out of the forward part of the manifold, and I just bent some fuzzies down, show the general idea of the hole through there, and it would be a little simpler coming, oops, sorry, finger in the way, but another hole closer inboard probably, and then over along and to the whistle. What I need to make, and I left it out here to remind myself, need to make a couple of unions, and so that I'll be able to take those lines apart if I ever have to without unsoldering them. So hope that makes sense, just a little bit more with the layout. So I guess tomorrow, if I get some time in the workshop, or whenever I get this the next time, I'll make up some more unions, and I can probably go ahead and drill the holes, and then I can start forming the lines for the various steam appliances. Still may play with that water supply line, maybe try to arc it up a little bit further. I don't like the way it looks going in front of the wheel like that, but it clears everything. It's several inches apart, but still not thrilled about the way that looks. I did, again, here's that John Shook's picture. I started making a list of the holes I need to drill and the coupling pieces I need to make. If you can see, he ran his water supply line very similar to the way I'm looking at doing his. Is pretty artistic. It comes in, runs along close to the boiler, and then goes down and bends around like that. And it looks like the line from his quick start valve down to the injector is very similar to the way I have mine run. You can see it kind of looks like it goes forward, and it has an elbow there, and then it comes down to the injector. Anyway, so please let me know if you have any questions, and Fred, especially if you see something that I'm doing wrong, let me know. and I'll be sure to address that as I go along here. But getting close, making a little progress. Looking forward to a steam test soon. Thanks for watching. I'll keep y'all posted.